Hello students, let's do identities exercise 12a and we are doing the direct method. Identities are equations where the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Now when we have multiplication of algebraic expressions, instead of doing it the long way, we can use shortcuts or direct methods to arrive at the answer. Now there are some basic identities that we are going to use in class 8. Now first let's learn how to find the product of two binomials. Now we already know that, isn't it? We know how to multiply two binomials and the answer is three terms. Now you can get this in the direct method. Okay, so now let's take an example for you to understand this better. Now here we have two binomials and we know how to multiply this. How do we normally multiply this? What do we say? We take the first term here and we multiply it with the whole of this second binomial. Then we take the second term plus 8 and then we multiply it by the whole of the second binomial. And then we keep multiplying this and get our product. Now instead of doing it this long way, there is another shorter method, a shortcut method, and that is known as the direct method. Now how do we do the direct method? Now first of all, you must remember this point, that the product of two binomials will give us three terms. That means if I multiply these two binomials, my answer will have three terms. So what will the first term be? The first term will be the product of the first two terms of the binomials. Product means multiply. First two terms, which are the first two terms? This is the first term of this binomial and this is the first term of the other binomial. When you multiply these two, what you get? Now that will be x into x. Now this will be the first term. Remember, there should be three terms. Now we have the first term. And what is the first term? You take the first term of the first binomial, the first term of the second binomial and multiply. So that will be a first term. Now we have to get two more terms. Now what is the second term? The second term will be the first term of the first binomial, that is x. Let's mark that. The first term of the first binomial into the second term of the second binomial, that is this. You multiply these two. So let's write that. So this will be plus x into 3. Then look at this one. It's plus second term of the first binomial, that is 8, and first term of the second binomial, that is x. That means multiply these two. So that will be plus x into 8 into x into x. So this is the second term. So we have to get three terms. Now we've got the first term, we've got the second term. Now what is the third term? So here second term is actually the product of the extremes and the product of the means, like we've learned earlier, isn't it? So it's the product of the outer terms. So we don't use extremes and means here. We say product of the outer terms plus product of the inner terms. So that is your second term. Now what is your third term? Third term is the product of the second terms of the binomial. So which is the second term of the binomials? This is the second term of the first binomial. This is the second term of the second binomial. It's a product, means you multiply. That means let's multiply it here. 8 into 3. Okay, so this is called the direct method. We're not going to do every step separately. So what is the first term in your answer? You multiply the first term of both the binomials. Then what is the second term? Product of the outer terms plus product of the inner terms. And then which is the third term? It is the product of the second term of the two binomials. Now let's get the answer to this. So here x into x is x squared. Then here what do we have? Here we have x into 3 is 3x. Let's write that. Plus 3x. 8 into x is 8x. So 3x plus 8x. And then what is the next one? The next one is plus 8 into 3. How much is 8 into 3? 24. So that is plus 24. So let's write a final answer. X squared plus 3x plus 8x is 11x plus 24. So instead of going the long way and doing it, you can finish it in the shorter way, and this is known as the direct method where we use this formula. Okay, let's start working out our examples. Exercise 12A is on page number 150. Use the direct method to evaluate the following products. So here, instead of doing the long way, that is taking the first term here and multiplying it with this, taking the second term and multiplying it with this, we are going to do it the direct way. The direct way is take the first term of the first binomial, first term of the second binomial and multiply. So that is x into x. Okay. Plus product of the outer terms, that is these two, x into 3, plus product of the inner terms, that is 8 into 3, 8 into x, plus product of the second term of the binomials, 8 into 3. So x into x is x square, plus x into 3 is 3x, 8 into x is 8x, plus 8 3s are 24. So this is x square plus 3 plus 8 is 11, 11x plus 24. So we have used the direct method to find our answer. Question 2. So here also first step is the first term of both the binomials. You multiply y into y plus. Now take the outer terms, that is these two. So that will be y into minus 3 plus the inner terms 5 into y. Then we have finished with this. Now let's multiply the second term of the binomials, that is 5 into minus 3 plus 5 into minus 3. So y into y is y square plus y into minus 3 is minus 3y. So let's write that again within brackets, minus 3y plus 5 into y is 5y. So that is 5y plus, now on the other side we have 5 into minus 3, which is minus 15. So this becomes minus 15. This is minus 15. So here let's write y square. Now here we have minus 3 plus 5. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. So that is plus 2y minus 15. So what is our final answer here? Y square plus 2y minus 15. So as you keep working out sums like this, you'll get enough practice to do the direct method. Question 3, direct method. First step, multiply the first terms. So a into a. Now second step, multiply. Now first write addition here. Second step, multiply the first term, the outer products there, first term and the last term there. So outer products, keep it as outer products. So a into 2 plus multiply the inner products minus a in 8 into a. Okay, so that is over. Then we have to multiply the last terms, that is minus 8 into 2 plus minus 8 into 2. So a into a is a square plus, now here we have a into 2, which is 2a. Then we have plus, so here we have minus 8 into a is minus 8a. So let's write that. So this becomes minus 8a. And here the other one will be minus 8 into 2, which is minus 16. So let's write minus 16. Now let's work this out. A square, and here what do we have? 2a minus 8a. 2 minus 8 is minus 6. Minus 6a minus 16. So final answer, a square minus 6a minus 16. So remember, we are using the direct method. Fourth one. Again here, first step is multiplying the first terms of both. So that is b into b, first term of both the binomials. Then the second step is product of the outer terms. That is product of these two terms. B into minus 5 plus product of the inner terms. Minus 3 into b. So that is over. Now the third term. Third term is product of the outer terms. So that is minus 3 into minus 5. So b into b is b square. Now plus inside this b into minus 5. So this is the first thing. B into minus 5 is minus 5b. Then here we have minus 3 into b is minus 3b. Then let's go on to the next one. Minus 3 into minus 5 is minus into minus is plus, 3 5s are 15. Now let's see finally what we have. We have b square. Then here we have minus 5b minus 3b. Minus 5 minus 3 is minus 8. Minus 8b plus 15. So this is our answer, b square minus 8b plus 15. Question 4. Multiply the first term. So that will be 3x into 2x. Next, we're going to multiply the outer terms. So that is 3x into y plus multiply the inner terms. That is minus 2y into 2x. Now multiply the second term of both. That is minus 2y into y. Minus 2y into y. So this will be 3x into 2x. 3 2's are 6. X into x is x square. Plus, now here let's go into this and see. 3x into y will be 3xy. Then here we have minus 2y into 2x. The sign is minus. 2 2's are 4. Y into x is yx or xy. Then here what do we have? Minus 2y into y is minus 2y square. Minus 2y square. So this will be 6x square. Now here we have 3xy minus 4xy. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So it's minus 1xy or simply minus xy and minus 2y square. Final answer 6x square minus xy minus 2y square. Question 6. Again, multiply the first term of both the binomials. So that will be 5a into 3a plus, now let's take the product of the outer terms, that is 5a into minus 7. So that will be 5a into minus 7 and then product of the inner terms, that is 16 into 3a. Now the next thing is multiply the outer terms, the second term of both the binomials, that is 16 into minus 7. So let's multiply this. 5a into 3a. 5 3's are 15. A into a is a square plus here within brackets we have 5a into minus 7. The sign is minus. 5 7's are 35a plus now 16 into 3a. 16 into 3 is 48 and we have a. Then we have 16 into minus 7 which is minus 112. Now let's continue. This is 15a square and here we have minus 35a plus 48a. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 48 minus 35 is 13. 13a minus 112. So our final answer here is 15a square plus 13a minus 112. Question 7. So let's begin by multiplying the first term of both the binomials, that is 8 into 3 plus. Now the second term will be product of the outer terms, that is 8 into b plus product of the inner terms, that is minus b into 3. Then the last term will be the product of the second term of both the binomials, minus b into b. So here 8 3's are 24 plus, now let's take the first thing here, 8 into b is 8b plus minus b into 3 is minus 3b. So this becomes minus 3b. Then here we go on to this one, minus b into b. The sign is minus. B into b is b square. So this will be 24. Now here we have 8 minus 3, that is 5. So that will be plus 5b minus b square. So what is our final answer? 24 plus 5b minus b square. Question 2, use direct method to evaluate this. Okay, again it's multiplication of two binomials. Now there is one way that you can do, that is by the normal multiplication method, where we write this way. We take the first term of this and multiply this whole binomial like this, x into x minus 1. We'll work out both, okay? And then we have plus 1 into x minus 1. So this will be x into x, which is x square, and then we have x into minus 1, which is minus 1x or minus x. So this is minus x. Then we go to the next part, plus 1 into x, and that is plus x. And then we have plus 1 into minus 1. So plus into minus is minus, 1 into 1 is 1. So here what do we have? Here we have x square as it is. Then we have two like terms, minus x plus x, that is 1 minus 1, which is 0. So that gets cancelled, and what is left is minus 1. So this is one way of doing it, that is the normal multiplication method. Then the second way is how we just learned for the previous question, where we multiply the first term. Okay, we take the first term. So let me take the question once again to help you understand. This is the second method. X plus 1 into x minus 1 is the question. So what did we do? We multiplied the first terms. This is the direct method. So here x into x is x square. Then we did plus. We took the first term and the last term, that is the product of the outer terms, that is x into minus 1. And then we took the product of the inner terms, that is 1 into x. Then we multiplied the second term of both the binomials, that will be 1 into minus 1. So this is x square. Then here we have x into minus 1. This is the first one. X into minus 1 is minus x. Then again here we have plus 1 into x, which is x. So that is plus x. Then here we go to this 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. And here let's work out. So this is x square. Then minus x plus x will get cancelled. So what is left is minus 1. So as you can see, the answer that we have here, x square minus 1. Here also we have x square minus 1. Both are the same. Now let's try the third method. This is where we are going to use the algebraic identities. Now here we have x plus 1 and x minus 1 in the question, isn't it? Now let's take two terms, x and 1. X is one term, 1 is one term. What is the sum of x and 1? X plus 1. What is the difference of x and 1? X minus 1. Okay, so what did we do? We took two terms, x and 1. The sum of that is x plus 1. The difference is x minus 1. Now the product of these two, that if you multiply these two as we have done here and here, when you multiply these two, if you use algebraic identities, all you have to do is use this formula, that is, it says if the first term is the same, the second term is the same, that means you're finding the sum, the product of the sum and the difference. All you have to do is use this formula, a squared minus b squared. A squared is the first term, b squared is the second term. So here what is the first term? X square. And what is the second term? 1. So that is 1 square minus 1 square. So as you can see, we have got the answer directly. X square is x square, 1 square is 1. So here we have got the answer, and this is the same as this answer and this answer. So this is the first method where you do normal multiplication. This is the second method that we learned using direct method in the previous question. Now this is the method that we are going to use with the help of algebraic identities. Now we can use the direct method like the previous one. But when you have the first term same in both the binomials, second term same in both the binomials, and it is sum and difference and the product, then you can use algebraic identities using this formula. So let's do the sum once again using this formula. So the question is x plus 1, x minus 1. Here we have a plus b, a minus b, product. So here a is the same as x. So here we can take this as a plus b. And here this can be A minus B. So what is the answer according to the identity? You have to learn up these formulae, children. Okay, so what is the identity here? A square minus B square. So straight away you write is equal to A square minus B square. So that is the identity. We can use that and apply it here for this one. So X is A and B is 1. So we're going to write A square minus B square, which is x square minus 1 square, which is x square minus 1. So can you see we have got our answer directly using the identity. So this is how you need to use it. So whenever you have the product of the sum and difference of two terms, use the identity, this formula a square minus b square. Question 2. So here also can you see the sum and the difference of the same terms. So we can use the formula a square minus b square. So a square, this is a and this is b. This is a and this is b. So a square means 2 square and minus b square means here we have a square. So what is our answer? 2 square. 2 into 2 is 4 minus a square. So the answer to this question is 4 minus a square. Can you see how we got this through a shortcut method? We don't have to go through all this, the other steps. Straight away you can do this, but remember you can do this only when the first term is the same in both and the second term is the same in both and we are doing the product of sum and difference. Question 3. Now look carefully. First term is the same, second term is the same, and we are doing the difference and the sum, the product. So we can apply the formula a square minus b square. Remember this will be a, this is b, this is a, this is b. So a square means 3b. 3b the whole square minus 1 square. 3b the whole square means 3 square first and then b square. So 3 square means 3 into 3, that is 9, and b square minus 1 square means 1 into 1, which is 1. So what's our answer? 9b square minus 1. Can you see with the help of identities, we can get our answer easily. Next one. Here again, look carefully. First term is the same. Second term is the same. We're finding the product of the sum and the difference. So use the formula a square minus b square. So this is a, b, this is a, this is b. So a square means 4 square minus b square means 5x the whole square. So 4 square means 4 fours are 16 minus 5 square means 5 fives are 25 and x square will be x square. So what is our answer? 16 minus 25x square. So you don't have to go through all the long steps. Fifth one, the first term is the same, the second term is the same. You're finding the product of the sum and the difference. So use the formula a square minus b square. So this is a and this is b, a and b. So a square means 2a the whole square minus b square, b is 3, 3 square. So now 2a square means 2 also should be squared and a also should be squared. So 2 into 2 is 4. A into a is a square minus 3 into 3 is 9. So here we have 4a square minus 9. Question 6. The first term is the same, the second term is the same, and sum and difference. So this is xy is a and 4 is b. So we can apply the identity a square minus b square. So xy the whole square minus 4 square. So when we say the whole square, each term inside, each literal inside has to be square. So it will be x square y square. So this is x square y square minus 4 square means 4 into 4, which is 16. So what is our answer? X square y square minus 16. Question 7. Look at the first term AB here and first term AB. It's the same. Here x square and x square. This is sum, this is difference, and we're finding the product. So we can use the identity a square minus b square. So here this will be a. This whole thing AB is a and x square is b. So it's the same thing here. This is A and this is B. So when we say A square, we are taking the whole of AB and the square of this minus, and what is B square? What is B? B is x square. Now the square of this. Okay, because B is x square, so we write B square like this. So now when I say AB square, I have to say A square and B square. Each one inside will be squared. So that will be A square B square minus, now here we have x raised to a power and this whole thing is raised to another power. When you have a power raised to another power, then you have to multiply the powers. So this will be x to the power of 2 into 2, that is 4. So this is x to the power of 4. So we have our answer here, a square b square minus x to the power of 4. Question 8. Now here also 3x square and 3x square, 5y square, 5y square, sum and difference product. So we can apply the formula a square minus b square. So this whole thing is a and this whole thing is b. Similarly, a and b. So now a square means first write a. So this is a. Now the square of this minus b square means let's write b first. B is 5y square. Now the square of this will make it a square minus b square. Now each one inside should be squared. So 3 square means 3 into 3. 3 3's are 9. Then we have x square raised to the power of 2. So whenever you have a power raised to another power, remember you must multiply. So this will be x to the power of 2 into 2, which is 4. So this is x to the power of 4 minus, here again each one is raised to the power of 2. So 5 raised to the power of 2 means 5 5's are 25. Then we have y, which is already square and that is raised again to the power of 2. So multiply the two powers. The base will remain the same. So y will remain the same. 2 2's are 4. So what is our final answer? 9x raised to the power of 4 minus 25 y raised to the power of 4. Question 9. So here again let's check and see the first term is the same and the second term is the same and it is difference and sum and the product. So here z will be a and 2 by 3, this whole thing is going to be b. So a and b. So when we say a square, we are saying z square. And when we say b square, first let's write b, which is 2 by 3 and the square of this. So now let's work out. Z square will be z into z, which is the same, that is z square, minus, now here 2 by 3, the whole square means we multiply 2 twice and 3 also twice. So 2 2's are 4 and 3 3's are 9. So z square minus 4 by 9. So this is our answer. Next one, again, let's see 3 by 5a and 3 by 5a for both the binomials, 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Addition, subtraction. So we can apply the formula a square minus b square. So this is a, this whole thing is a, this is b. So a and b. So a square means first write a, that is 3 by 5a. This is a. A square means this whole thing to be squared. Then minus 1 by 2 also to be squared. 1 by 2 to be squared. So we write 1 by 2 square. Now let's do this carefully. So when I say 3 by 5 square, I have to multiply 3 2 times, 5 2 times. So first let's do 3 by 5 square. So 3 twice means 3 3's are 9. 5 twice, 5 5's are 25. And then we have a. A square is simply a square minus, let's go to the other side, 1 square and 2 square. So 1 into 1 is 1 itself and 2 2's are 4. So our answer is 9 by 25 a square minus 1 by 4. So this whole thing is our answer. Question 11. So here we have 0.5 and here also 0.5, 2a and 2a minus and plus. So this 0.5 is a and 2a will be b. Similarly here also. So now a square minus b square. What is a? 0.5. A square means this square minus b square. What is b? 2a and square. So now let's multiply 0.5 twice. So that will be 0.5 into 0.5. When you multiply decimal numbers, ignore the point and multiply. So 5 fives are 25. Now go back to the question and see the number of decimal places. Here we have 1 plus 1, 2 decimal places. That means you need to have 2 decimal places in your answer also. So the point comes here. So it's 0.25 and we have 2 decimal places. So here we have 0.25 minus, and here we have 2a the whole square. So first multiply 2, 2 times 2, 2's are 4, and then multiply a twice. A into a is a square. So what is our answer? 0.25 minus 4a square. Question 12. Here we have a by 2 and a by 2, b by 3 and b by 3. So they are the same. So we can apply the formula a square minus b square. This is a and b. So now a square means first write a. What is a? A by 2 and square of this. Minus b square. What is b? B by 3 and the square of this. So square of this and square of this. That means we are going to multiply a twice and 2 twice. So that will be a into a is a square. 2 2's are 4. Minus, similarly here also b we're going to multiply twice and 3 we're going to multiply twice. B into b is b square and 3 into 3 is 9. So this is our answer. A square by 4 minus b square by 9. So we will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.